Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy The Optimal and welcome to The Bitter Truth episode 2. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about smaller YouTube channels and the issues with them. Before this, I just want to do a quick little recap on last episode. If you didn't see it, I will leave a link in the description. I highly recommend you do go check it out because it leads on to this episode and the overall topic of YouTube. That episode covers Google+, so if you're interested, link in the description as I just said. So, the reasons why smaller YouTube channels, there is a lot of issues with them. There's some that involve Google+, there's some that are by their own means, but they're mainly because of the conservative way of Google+. As I explained in my last episode, Google+ has a very conservative way of working. It makes the much more popular YouTubers that were popular back in the day, let's say Ali A, The Syndicate Project, Frankie on PC. This is not me stating that I dislike these channels. I watch most of these channels that I just stated. It's just these channels were popular before Google Plus took place, and now they're getting even more popular, whereas channels that are just starting out are getting 5 or 6 views. This to me seems extremely unfair, just because why do they need extra help when they've already got they're already guaranteed hundreds of thousands of views? They don't need the extra help, but they still get it off Google Plus anyway. Whether it's intentional or not, I'm not too sure. Part of me says no, just because it's a company and it's just the way it's working out, and it's the way conservative ways always work out. But there's another side of me that does think it is, simply because they're the channels making Google the money. Because out of all the money that these YouTubers make, and let's face it, people like Syndicate, they do make quite a lot of money off their sponsors and things, Google will get a proportion of that. They will get a quarter, or not like that, maybe like 5% or something. But with all the major channels there are, I mean, there is quite a lot of major channels when you think about it. They are going to be they're going to get a lot of money every single day just off YouTube, and that doesn't even count the money that they get for being Google itself. The other major problem that smaller YouTube channels are having right now are content strikes for original content. If you have a smaller channel, you will know this is the most irritating thing to happen on your channel. I've had 4 content ID claims in the past 6 months, all of them complete false. The first one was off they're all off music, by the way. The first one was off a gameplay I used where I was talking about my gaming history, and then at the end I used some music in the background. The original music I used, I had rights to use off the artist. I messaged him on Gmail, and he said it was fine to use, as long as I left a link in the description to his channel and his contacts, which I did. Unfortunately, YouTube, because it's ran by monkeys and bots, decided that was not enough, and that I was going to get a content ID claim. Luckily though, because the artist didn't want to take any further action because he knew the circumstances we'd agreed to, nothing had gone further. However, if that guy wanted to make a quick bit of money, say if I was a more popular YouTuber for that instance, maybe not major just because that could harm his reputation, but let's say 2k, 3k, so I am making money off YouTube, let's say, he could get a quick, easy bit of money just by saying I didn't give this person rights. And I can see why it's really frustrating for people. I mean, I got an ID strike on my Blacklight Retribution gameplay for the original gameplay. The music I used I took down just because the guy was going to take action, and the reason why is because I used his song, but I'd used a remix of his song that is completely free to use. It's run by Uncopyrighted Sounds, the YouTube channel. Left a link to that which clearly states it, but because these bots that run YouTube, basically, they just picked up the same tune and the same beat, so they assumed it was the same song, and this guy was like, oh, I'm going to make money off you, and I don't know, but I didn't want to take the risk. I took the channel down, and that was it, really. That was the end of it. So these things cause effects on smaller YouTube channels. It causes the morale of the actual YouTuber to go down, and motivation also. It also causes hate and frustration towards other channels, if you don't know what I mean by that. But basically, say someone you know has 1k subs and you only have 100. You think that you're putting better content out than they are. So you go to their channel because you're feeling frustrated and angry and start disliking and saying that your content is crap. That makes you look bad as a person and gets you more hate, but also it makes the YouTuber that's uploading feel bad. And overall, it's just a massive dominoes effect. It makes the whole community this evil, nasty not really what YouTube meant to be. It's meant to be about making videos for people to enjoy and entertain. It can also lead to people quitting YouTube altogether. I did this for 1 month. It wasn't for the reasons above, it was for lack of views and lack of motivation, just due to the fact that my channel was going absolutely nowhere. And I basically just didn't upload for a month. And it has hurt my channel a lot. I lost about 20 subscribers in total. I used to get about 80 views per video in about 2 days. I'm now getting about 30 in a day, which still isn't that bad. It's not a major drop, but it's still something that's noticeable, and I wish I didn't do what I did. So what I'm trying to address is these issues that Google Plus have initially started, intentionally or unintentionally, it doesn't really matter. It causes some YouTube channels to take the easy options. These options will gain them, pretty much guarantee them at least 2k subscribers, which I can understand people doing, because at the end of the day, that does count towards a little bit of money. I think on some, depending on what network you're assigned to, 2k can get you around £10 £10 a year, let's say, which is not a lot at all, but it's still earning money. And at the age of 15, that's not bad. You can say that I'm earning money, and it will look good on your CV if you're looking for a job in the media, let's say. But anyway, the issues that this can cause is people to do things like subbot and like botting. If you're watching this video and you've ever thought about doing it, do not do that. It is the worst thing you can do, because it's so easy to tell. Like botting is the most pointless thing on the planet. Like, literally, likes don't really mean that much. Like, you could have 3,000 likes, but just have one comment that's like a real big block of text saying how amazing the video was and how much they love your channel. And if it's sincere, that means so much more than 1,000 likes. I'm not saying that 1,000 likes doesn't mean anything to anyone. If I got 1,000 likes on a video, I'd be over the moon. But someone actually telling you your content is good is always better than likes, so I just get that out there for first. And like bots, they're just retarded, because literally I've seen videos that have had like 50 views but 300 likes, and it's not the fact that YouTube's glitching, it's just the fact that they've like botted, and it's to try and help boost their views up, when really all it does is just make people hit the dislike button because they think they're a dickhead. The other thing that is caused is shout out Sundays. This is the easiest way to get subscribers these days. Like, literally anyone that starts a subscriber shout out Sunday thing, they are guaranteed around 500 subs within the first 6 months of doing it. The reason is because every single shout out Sunday has certain rules, and these rules are to like the video, to comment on the video why you want a shout out and why you deserve a shout out, be active on their channel, and subscribe. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but what I'm saying is wrong with the actual idea of it. People aren't doing shout out Sundays for giving their subscribers shout outs. They're giving shout out Sundays to make their subscribers more active and make them have, which again, there's nothing wrong with having active subscribers. I'm not trying to say that. But the thing is, you don't get active subscribers. You just get new people going to your channel, hitting the subscribe, and then going through all your videos saying nice vid, really good, and then liking the video saying can I have a shout out. Next week they get the shout out when they produce not that good content, but because they've done all the rules, you have to say it just so people don't say, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And then you get people saying, oh, this channel's amazing, they're really good, they're a great friend of mine, when literally they've known them for about 5 minutes and they've uploaded 2 videos and they have 5 subscribers, and then the next week they have 200. In my opinion, it's just utter bullshit, wrong. And if you want a fast way of earning subscribers, it's the best way of doing it, but it's also the worst way of doing it. Like, if you want to actually have a bit of respect from your subscribers. The other way is the cheapest way of doing it is basically to dislike bot people's videos. What I mean by disliking is either sending a dislike bot to their channel, which is basically the same as a like bot, but when you dislike the video it will have like 1,000 dislikes or whatever. And also there's the other way of doing it is just disliking all the videos and getting people to send hate to their channel. And the reason why people do this is because they might not like the channel, or maybe they think their channel's pretty similar and it's kind of blocking people going to their channel. So they'll do that, and it just causes mass confusion, and it's just all out of spite, and it just causes arguments. And I don't know why people even think about it, to be honest. It's just that is just utterly low. And I think anyone that does that to another channel, even if you disagree with their views, they could be a racist, a sexist, they could be anything. Doing that, just sending loads of hate for no reason at all. I mean, they could be anyone, and if they're just putting out normal videos like everyone else, they don't deserve hate. I mean, if you don't think what they do in a video is right, then sure, dislike the video. If they say something completely wrong, like Woody's gamer tag did, where he was saying that women were built for rape, I understand people sending hate because the guy deserves it. But someone that may not have the best life, let's say maybe they're an ex-con, maybe they're a druggie or whatever, it doesn't matter. If they're putting out a video that has nothing, if it has nothing to do with the video, you still shouldn't hate on it. I don't know if you can quite understand what I'm saying there, but if you understand what I'm saying, I'm sure you agree with me, is it should be about the video, not about the person itself. I mean, if the person's an utter arsehole, as it is, then I don't know why you're watching him in the first place. Like, I think Jay Nasty is one of the worst. Literally, he has nasty in his name for a reason, because I think he's a nasty piece of shit. But I don't watch his videos. I don't send hate to his channel just because I don't like him as a person, because when I look at his channel, he actually does put out some decent content. I just don't watch him. So basically what I'm trying to say is it causes a lot of spite in the community, and it's just morally wrong. The other major way smaller YouTube channels are actually trying to get popular nowadays on YouTube is through networking. Now, networking overall is a very good thing, but people mistake it for sub for sub, which is what in recent months and years, I'm going to say, since Google Plus took over, is what it's become. Networking was the idea that you would get in a group of Skype or emails or Facebook chats or whatever, it doesn't really matter, and you link your videos into there, and it's the idea of you build a community, and it's a community where you all watch each other's videos, you promote each other's videos, you enjoy each other's videos, and you give each other advice. That's what it was like when I first started, and I could tell the difference when I went from 5 subscribers to 35 subscribers in literally like a day. And I was over the moon on that day, and it was all because of this networking. And by the way, guys, just off topic a second, if you hear rain, it's literally torrential right now. I'm trying to sound out as much as I can. I've got the windows shut, the door shut, the curtains are down, everything. I'm doing the best I can to shut it out. But if you can still hear it, I apologise. Back on track, what I was basically saying was that when I first started networking, it was a really cool thing. It was something that I thought was really going to help my channel grow and reach its full potential. But then I realised that it's not all what it could out to be. What it's meant to be is a really free thing that, everyone helps each other out, but it really isn't. It's basically meant to be the respectful way of like for like, sub for sub, only you actually get a bit of criticism back and a bit of detail that isn't hate saying you're a faggot and shit like that. It's not like that. It's genuine people actually helping each other out for once, and that you don't see that a lot in the YouTube community. But the problem is it's turning into that. No one really cares about your content, so when you first start networking, they might be like, oh yeah, and it's just to suck you into the chat. Once you're actually in there, it's dominated by those that have the biggest subscriber bases, just like Gmail is and Google Plus is and all that. What I mean is, if I put a link, say I've just uploaded a video, told you like the Bit of Truth episode 2, and I leave a link in it, guaranteed 5 seconds later, someone will literally just spam their link about 8 times, and they will have in their Skype name, I have 5k subs or whatever. People will no longer give a crap about your video because they've got 5k. And what's going off in everyone else's head is, oh look, 5k, he must do a Shout Out Sunday series. So they go onto his channel, look it up, and all of a sudden he has a load more subscribers on his road to 7k or whatever it is, and your channel's still stuck not getting anything. I guarantee you this, even if your video is not a Shout Out Sunday, and if you just title Shout Out Sunday and put it in a network chat, you would get a lot of views very quickly. You get a lot of dislikes because it's a misleading chat thing, but it's just that people are no longer in it for everyone else. It's no longer a community, it's more just a group of people linking their videos. And these bigger channels get out of it basically if you challenge them saying, oh, you don't watch anyone's video, you say, oh yeah I do, then you link them their video, let's say, you link your video to them, they will just literally click on your video, say nice vid, enter, close the video down. and then they expect you to do the same. They link you your video and then say do the same. They don't give a crap whether you watch their video and enjoy it. They just want you to put a nice vid, just because then other people are going to do it and they're going to make money at the end of the day. It's so wrong, and I get why people are doing it, but it's so frustrating as a small YouTuber myself that's trying to do it the legit way. I've come so close. I've literally become within an inch of becoming one of them guys saying, you know what, let's do a shout out Sunday. Let's do like for like, sub for sub. But I just can't keep it in anymore. If I go on Skype, I will literally just link it once in a network chat and I will leave it. I will not do it again. I will not do it daily. I will just link it as soon as it uploads. Watch it if you want. If you don't want to watch it, don't. I don't force anyone to watch my videos. I don't force anything on anyone. If you want to watch my videos, you're going to watch it at the end of the day. So my advice to all of you out there that have just started YouTube or networking right now, please stop. If you're sub for subbing, definitely stop, because it's the wrongest thing to do. Don't watch any of these videos saying how to grow your channel, because I guarantee that they involve at least networking or sub button, or even doing the crap where you go into someone's private messages on YouTube, where you send them a private message saying, I love your videos, they're so amazing, please come and check out mine, and you might get a shout out. That is just wrong. I've had so many of them, I've declined them all, bar one, which is off an actual friend of mine, and we ended up doing a collaboration type thing. It's gaming dude, but that's different. Collaborations are something else. Now, what I want to do is, when I do get successful, because I've made it a goal of mine that I am going to get to at least 10k before I even think about stopping YouTube. I don't care how long it's going to take. I'm just going to keep doing what I enjoy doing, and anyone else that enjoys doing it just comes along for the ride. Once I do reach a large subscriber amount, I'm not going to do a shout out Sunday as such, as in I'm not going to have any rules that you have to be a subscriber, you have to like the video or anything like that. If I was going to run a shout out Sunday, it would be people that I actually watch off my own account. They don't have to watch my videos in any way, and I simply just say that their videos are good, and I'll dissect what they actually do on their channel. Basically, what a shout out Sunday is meant to be. Not, if you like the video, you'll get a shout out guaranteed and you'll get 3 subscribers. I don't know, the way the community is now, it's just messed up. It's all a chain reaction. The next topic I'm going to be talking about bigger YouTubers and how some of them don't deserve the fame. Some of them are just inconsiderate, mean, vulgar people. And then there's some of them that do actually deserve what they get, yet they get hate just because of smaller channels and Google Plus and everything that I've spoke of recently. So if you enjoyed today's video, or didn't, leave a comment, dislike, like, I don't mind which. Just let me know what I did, criticize me, let me know what I can do to improve. Share the video with your friends if you did really enjoy it, and hit the subscribe button if you're new. As always though guys, this has been your boy The Optimal, this has been The Bitter Truth episode 2, covering smaller YouTube channels, and I'm signing out. Peace.